how are you? My name is Angel. Today's video is a fragrance video. My favorite kind. I love talking fragrance. I'm a bit of a fragrance maniac. Like I'm not really mentally well when it comes to fragrance. Not the most responsible. I'm a little crazy. I'm excited to be finally doing this video because I've been promising it to you for months untold, probably years untold. Let's not get into that, okay? I've wanted to talk to you about my favorite vanilla fragrances because I am not really the biggest fan of vanilla, actually. Many of you girls I know love a good vanilla. It is one of the most popular notes in modern perfumery. I'm just not really a fan. Like, she cute or whatever, but I don't know. Sometimes she be looking a little. I'm not always sure about vanilla. I feel like, for me, in my opinion, to which I'm entitled, she can sometimes be a little juvenile, you know, like a little bit young for me. And sometimes as well, I think vanilla can just get too sweet. And for me, over sweetness gives me a headache. Why are your sleeves like this, Angel? What's this? I'm in my house, I can do what I want. Okay, so I was saying vanilla can just be a little bit too sweet and give me a headache personally. So yeah, sometimes I see vanilla in a note pyramid and I'm just like, I wanted to do this video to highlight a few vanilla fragrances that I think are, one, not your usual vanilla, not the vanilla that's everywhere. They're throwing vanilla into everything these days. So I think a lot of modern fragrances smell slightly similar, you know. So I wanted to show you guys a few fragrances that are different and a bit, you know, different from the usual mold. Two, that are bearable in cold weather and in warm weather. I have a few options for both. And three, that run the gamut of price, because you guys always get on to me about pricing. And I've told you guys that I struggle with talking about money because I just think it's sometimes in quite poor taste. So I'm going to run the gamut, okay? All right, let's begin. First up, a MANCERA fragrance. This is Velvet Vanilla by MANCERA. This fragrance is very similar to what they allege that Rihanna wears. Celebrities that meet Rihanna always say she smells like heaven, and that's the wording. It's been noted coincidentally that everyone that's meeting Rihanna is saying she smells like heaven, she smells heaven, she smells like heaven, she smells like heaven. And it is alleged that the fragrance that she wears is Love Don't Be Shy by Killian. I have tried Love Don't Be Shy. I know at some point it was confirmed by her stylist that she used to wear it quite a few years ago. I don't think that bad girl Riri is wearing Love Don't Be Shy, because I've smelled Love Don't Be Shy and I find it a little bit cutesy for Rihanna. Like, I'm not sure that that's what she's still wearing. Maybe she wore it at some point, I'm not sure. Like, the vibes, it's the math, it's not mathing for me, but I don't know her like that. She can do what she wants. I will say that this fragrance is very similar, but I think not as cutesy. Like, it doesn't have, there's a youthfulness with Love Don't Be Shy that this doesn't have. Love Don't Be Shy has a marshmallow note, which I think is what makes it a little bit 7 years old to me. This is very similar in composition without that marshmallow note, okay? This is lovely. The general idea is you have beautiful, rich white florals sitting on a deep, lovely, thick vanilla, like a vanilla bean. If you were to get like vanilla jelly made from vanilla bean, thick, like robust vanilla. And then they have some fruitiness in the top. They have some pear and some like berries, like maybe blackcurrant or something, very juicy in the top. And then settles down to this beautiful, rich white floral and deep, robust vanilla with chest, you know? Oh my God, it's so beautiful. The florals kind of grow it up a little bit. They keep the vanilla from being cupcakes, you know? The florals are really deep and sexy and kind of a little bit tropical, a little bit island girl. And then of course the fruit helps with that kind of island girl persona, which is why I can see how maybe Rihanna wore it at some point. It does give a bit of island girl sweetness, you know, sensual sweetness, but those white florals are very, because it's tuberose. Tuberose is usually a very sexy, mature take on floor. Oh my god, beautiful. This will be really great if Nairobi decides to act right and gets properly sunny. If we had the typical December sun right now, this would be beautiful. Does beautifully in warm weather, like warm evenings. Oh my god. Very like sexy warm date night, or like coast, you've traveled to the coast, you're doing a little some, you have a little cover up and a bikini. It's vibes, okay? It really gives like golden goddess, sexy grown up but like fun girl vibes. Love. Excellent. Love that fragrance. This vanilla is very different. This is YSL's Manifesto. I was shocked by how much I enjoyed this, because I had avoided this fragrance for many, many years, simply because every time I came across the note pyramid, vanilla was high up there, and I just wasn't checking for her. The first time I smelled this fragrance, I smelled it on somebody else. A client of mine in 2018 was wearing this, and I walked into her office for a meeting we were having, and I was just like, distracted the entire meeting, just what the hell, what does this woman have on? What is this? Because it was vanilla. I could smell the vanilla in it, but it wasn't giving little girl vanilla. It was giving adult woman, but like, so at the end of our meeting, I asked her and she said YSL Manifesto, and I was like, wait, what? Immediately went to Fragrance Lounge. Immediately went to Fragrance Lounge. That bottle broke, actually. So I did end up replacing this either last year or early this year. It's a woody, kind of spicy, kind of, it's like a vanilla with a little bit of like an edge to it. Oh my gosh, okay. Okay. I can't speak. It's a very adult vanilla. Very, very, I'd say mature. I'd call it very mature. Very mature. But oh my gosh, it's wafting in the air. I can't. Oh my gosh, so good. It's very refined, very polished. The image is very, not a hair out of place, just coiffed to perfection. Makeup, sleek, very. She's very in charge of her life. Okay, very, very in charge of her life. She might be a bit intimidating to look at, like. When you see her, you don't really know like if you guys can vibe, but she's actually a sweetheart, you know, because it's sweet. The vanilla is there, but it's not cupcakes. It's not cupcakes at all. It's definitely raw vanilla bean, very Madagascan vanilla. And then you have like a tonka note, and you have some jasmine in the heart of it. I feel like this is a really good office option for a vanilla. You want a signature office fragrance, but you want it to be a vanilla fragrance. I think this would do very well, because it smells very expensive, very chic, you know. It does have your sweetness, so you will get your vanilla hit if it's vanilla that you're after, but it doesn't kind of sacrifice any of the professionalism. It doesn't sacrifice any of the like, it doesn't smell like, should you be on vacation? Are you supposed to be in this office? Like, what's this? It gives profesh while you still get your little vanilla, hint of vanilla. I love this fragrance. Weirdly enough, I've noticed that this only gets complimented by men. I don't remember a woman ever saying anything to me about this fragrance. Maybe my mom from time to time, because she likes, she generally will say a nice thing about how I'm smelling, but I don't remember a woman ever saying anything. You see, like with Velvet Vanilla, this everybody loves Velvet Vanilla, to be honest. You get compliments on compliments on compliments. I can see why, if indeed this smells like Love Don't Be Shy, I can see why everybody's like obsessed with how Rihanna smells, because everybody loves this. I don't know if another woman has ever said something to me about this fragrance, which is weird given I noticed it on a woman. But men, these your uncles. Girl. Another warm weather option. This is Olympea by PACO RABANNE. Mine is in fancy limited edition packaging. This is the Onyx packaging. My understanding is that it's the same fragrance as the original Olympea, just in fancy limited edition packaging. I don't know if they're exactly the same, but I feel like they're almost identical. Okay, let's get into it. This, okay. It smells like salt. Allow me to explain. We know how the air at the beach smells like salt, but salt doesn't really have a smell, but you can smell the salt in seawater. Am I landing? Are you following? Are you with me? Are we together? This has a marine seawater kind of smell to it, along with a very light, airy vanilla, not quite as thick as the other two, the first two that I've mentioned. This is much more airy, much more light-hearted. And that's not to say that it's not a performing fragrance, because she performs, but the vanilla component of it is not like a heavy, thick vanilla. It's much more of an airy, open vanilla. Then you have a ginger note. It's not a heavy ginger note. It's not like a dour ginger note. It's like a you know, if you had like a jar of ginger powder, the one you buy from the supermarket, if you just gongesha it on the counter and let some of that ginger kind of float into the air, like a light, airy, nothing about this fragrance is thick at all, but it somehow manages to really perform like it's a very thick fragrance. Okay, I'm gonna put some on just to help me explain. Okay, yeah, because you have some citrusy kind of tangerine, mandarin in it. Then you have there's your ginger, then you have that saltiness and that light vanilla. This is a beautiful hot weather fragrance. I don't tend to like sweet fragrances in the heat, okay? They tend to give me a headache, but this right here, this I can do in the heat, because the overall effect is very airy, okay? So it gets performance. It's jumping out of people. You will get your, oh girl, you smell good, okay? But it's not thick and oppressive and in here and in your head and giving you a headache. Beautiful. I feel like this is one of those all white party in the sun kind of fragrances, or you're going to like a yacht party and everyone's like in all white and like sundresses and like white bikinis. Like those are the vibes. Very airy, very like life is so easy. Like, you know, like I couldn't stress more. Like, please don't stress us. We are wearing white and having a good time, okay? You know, like what's to stress? Oh. Beautiful. Really, really, really enjoy this fragrance, and I prefer this packaging to the original packaging with the onyx. Anyway, a big love. This is a big love. This is a very big love of mine. You can see I've done damage. This is Mon Guerlain, the original Eau de Parfum by Guerlain. I didn't expect to love this fragrance as much as I do. I didn't expect to, because the brief is lavender and vanilla, and they say it leads with lavender and vanilla. You get a strong vanilla throughout. When it first came out, I completely ignored it, because all of the promotion with Angelina Jolie, everything, vanilla. I was just like, y'all can miss me with that. This was first gifted to me. My first bottle of this was gifted to me. I couldn't, I was like, what is beauty? Epitome of French fragrance, and I don't even know how I'm saying that, because you don't get much floral at all. Typically, your classic French fragrance is usually quite a floral fragrance, usually quite rose heavy, maybe jasmine heavy, maybe some lily, or iris. They like iris as well. Typically, you get quite a bit of floral in a classic French fragrance. This is barely floral at all. It's very truly to the brief. It's lavender and vanilla, but beautifully done. I have another fragrance in my collection that's very similar in that it's lavender and vanilla, but it's much more vanilla. This is much more balanced, I'd say, in terms of the ratio between the lavender and the vanilla. And it's also not your grandmother's lavender. It's not, you know, you can go and pick lavender from outside, or like the way lavender powder smells, you know, like when you get like lavender scented powder for the baby, like a lavender baby. It's not like that. It's not a grandma lavender. It's somehow a very refined, almost like a softer lavender. I love this for cool. You see this weather we have outside? The way Nairobi is trying to look. Okay, you can't see it. It's cloudy and disgusting outside. This is perfect in this weather. It's an easy grab. It's a soft, very comforting, like you. When I hug people, when I have this on, I can feel them want to keep hugging me. Like it's one of those fragrances you just want more of. Like just stay here. Very comforting. I love this in cool weather. It's just soft, warm, sweet, but not too sweet. Herbaceous, but not like very herbaceous. You do get a bit of floral in the back, in the very back, normally within like the first hour. Then I start to feel like, okay, I can get, there's a bit of rose here, a bit of iris, and you have quite a woody base. Like when it dries down, it's trying to go away, it will go 6 hours into the wear. Then I can get my little woody, my sandalwood or whatever. But otherwise, this is a lavender and vanilla fragrance, beautifully balanced. I love, love, love this fragrance. I have tried all of the flankers, and I still think that the OG Eau de Parfum is the queen. But just beautiful. So it's like, it smells like a hug from a baker. It smells like a baker is hugging you, like just soft and sweet and very comforting. It's very, very comforting, very, very comforting. Beautiful in cold, disgusting weather like this outside. This is Metallique by Tom Ford. I'm just going to say it. I'm just going to say it in the easiest terms possible. This smells like vanilla and bleach. Yes, bleach, like Clorox bleach, like Jik bleach. I really like the scent of bleach, okay? I just really enjoy how bleach smells. I love after I've done the whole house and I've thrown bleach down the sinks and everything, then the house smells slightly bleachy. I love whatever it is that they put in bleach. It's whatever it is that bleach is scented like, I feel like there's a very distinct scent of bleach. Whatever that is, I love that. If someone can just make like an air freshener that smells like that, I would love that. This smells like vanilla and bleach. It's really that simple. They say there's much more going on than what I actually get. It just smells very, very clean, like a very, very clean vanilla. I feel like the overall effect, it smells like, it makes me smell like, I feel like when I have it on, I smell like I'm clean everywhere. I smell like I'm really, really clean, like sweetness. Like it doesn't smell like clean like detergent. You know, there's clean like light blue by Dolce & Gabbana. No, it's like soft, sweet, very clean. Okay, I really, really like this fragrance. Oddly, it's very highly complimented. I feel like when I say it, oh, I'm okay, I was wearing like vanilla and bleach. Just like, what the hell? Why are you doing that? But you would be surprised by how many compliments this gets me. It's also very adaptable. I feel like you can wear this in warm weather, in cool weather, in the daytime, at night, on dates, to work. I feel like if you're the kind of person who wants to just have a very small collection, or you're just starting out and you need fragrances that are workhorses that can do a lot of things, definitely consider this, because she does pretty much anything you need of her. I feel like she really, oh no, I want to wear oh my gosh, I'm telling you, it smells like vanilla and bleach in the best way. I think because that bleach, whatever that bleach note is, keeps the vanilla from getting too sweet, because otherwise this would have been a very sweet vanilla. When I try to isolate the notes mentally, I can see how sweet this could have gotten without that bleach note. This is really, really lovely, worth every cent that they're asking for. I was suspicious in the beginning because a name like Metallique doesn't really inspire confidence, but very, 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 very worth it. I would buy that over and over again. I actually already have my backup waiting, because it's an opaque bottle, so I can only guess where I've reached. So I shake it sometimes to see where I am. I don't have much left, so my backup is ready to go. The other Tom Ford vanilla that I would be remiss if I did not mention in this video is Tobacco Vanille by Tom Ford. Okay, he's expensive, okay, but I feel like he's completely unmatched. I can't think, actually to describe this would be really difficult. Okay, the name gives you your first clues: tobacco and vanilla. The vanilla is a very Tom Ford-esque vanilla. This line, the Private Blends line at Tom Ford, tends to be dark, edgy, kind of mysterious. Those are the vibes. So you have that dark, Tom Ford vanilla, okay? Then the tobacco note, keeps it from being boring, because, there are options for dark vanillas, which other fragrance houses have done. This tobacco note is the most interesting part of this fragrance for me. You know, grandfathers who smoked pipes, like tobacco in a pipe, and they kept the tobacco in a little tobacco box, okay? Old school tobacco. We're not talking about tobacco like a cigarette, okay? We're talking about like fresh tobacco or like an unsmoked cigar. If you've been around people that smoke cigars, a cigar before you light it doesn't, like, it's like an earthy, it's like fresh tobacco, like box tobacco, like grandfather tobacco. That tobacco note, playing with that vanilla, baby, it's giving expensive gentleman. It's giving like a man like who takes care of himself. I wear this fragrance. I don't think it's just masculine, but I think that the vibes can lean a little masculine because of that tobacco note, because it gives me so much like granddad energy. You know, like if you guys watched Gilmore Girls, the grandfather, so Lorelai's dad, those are the vibes. Distinguished, successful. In his home he has a den, you know, with a wall of books behind him, and he sits in front of a heavy like oak or walnut table. You know what I mean? Like just that imagery, that's what I'm getting from this fragrance. Then you have like a dried fruit kind of note. It kind of smells a little bit like raisins, kind of, or like sultanas, like when you're baking like fruit cake, a bit like that. Oh my god. Oh my god. Okay. Ooh. If you want a fragrance, you buy it for your man, then you'll wear it more than he wears it. This is the one, okay? He'll feel like, wow, you did such a wonderful thing, but then it's for you guys. Okay, it's a fragrance for you guys. What are you talking about? Very, very, very expensive smelling, very refined smelling. There is no way you could confuse this fragrance for a cheap fragrance, okay? The way the blending and the way the notes are arranged, definitely if someone like came and stood next to you wearing this fragrance, you'd be like, oh, but he got some money, child. Like the composition is very, very expensive smelling. Like I'm just saying, this tobacco note did the things with this fragrance. It really refined and like elevated the vanilla note. Beautiful. Finally, this fragrance is marketed for men. I have said time and time again, I don't really believe in that. I just feel like everyone should wear what they want. If a man wants to wear Coco Mademoiselle, or a woman wants to wear Aqua di Gio, everyone should just do what they want, okay? These rules about what, I don't know. Do what you want, right? So this is marketed to men. This is my second bottle of it, though, because I wear it with no shame, because who is going to tell me? Where are you going to take me? Where are you going to take me? She's wearing a men's fragrance. Where are you going to take me? What's going to happen? Beautiful. You will be surprised. But sorry, I haven't even given you the name. This is Dior Homme Intense. It's officially, actually, they don't actually include vanilla as in the note pyramid. Dior typically doesn't always release full note pyramids. I think they think other people are going to copy them. I don't know. But their note pyramids are notoriously incomplete. I am convinced, and I'm ready to die on the hill, that there is vanilla in here. Oh my gosh. Okay. It's... Oh, okay. Vanilla, lavender, much like the lavender in Mon Guerlain, by Guerlain. Cocoa. Cocoa, like, not like chocolate, more like cocoa powder, but not like cocoa powder that you just, not that orange one that you buy in the supermarket, like refined. Think of like fancy people cocoa powder, grown in special farms. Like the cocoa is grown in special farms, and they talk to the leaves every day. Like, you know, like special cocoa powder. Like, think of like expensive cocoa powder. Cocoa powder you'd buy at Monty's, not at the supermarket. Okay, nice cocoa powder. Iris, which is a floral note. It's kind of powdery, like a powdery sweet kind of floral note. This fragrance, the overall effect is a little bit like a little bit like lipstick, you know, like old-fashioned lipstick in the tube that you screw up and then you apply. It had like a powdery scent, old lipstick. Think of how your mom's lipsticks smelled in the 90s growing up. That the powderiness kind of comes to that. Then there's now the sweet vanilla and the cocoa and that soft lavender. This fragrance, oh my god. Sophisticated to the point it's beyond reason. It's the most elegant cocoa chocolatey fragrance I have in my entire collection. I have quite a few cocoa-y chocolatey options. This is so sophisticated. It's so refined. I think sometimes they put more effort into these men's fragrances than they do to ours, because I feel like because you guys are so like obsessed with vanilla, they just koroga some things, throw some vanilla on top and call it a day. Men's fragrance, oh my god. Oh my god, it's so beautiful. This is a guaranteed compliment getter for me. Men and women, children, everybody. Like this fragrance. Just listen to Auntie. Just listen to Auntie. Hold your ear, listen. Arresting, like an arrestingly sophisticated. You stop in your tracks, like what the heck? Oh my god, one of those. Beautiful. Beautiful. I love this fragrance. I love it. It's my second bottle of this, and oh my god. Are you joking? I need to go. That's all. I'm done talking. Please, if any of these have taken your interest, I will link the places that I get fragrance in Nairobi for you to go and speak to them and see where you can purchase them. I'll also link Fragrantica so you can read through some reviews if you're interested, and good luck. You should be able to enjoy a lot of these vanillas in the current weather that we're having. So pop out if you're looking to grab something or you want to get something for a gift. One of these I think would do very well this time of year. I put too much fragrance on. I smell like a French whore, child. Oh my god. I'm gonna go. Thank you for watching this video. God bless you. Love you. Mean it. Bye.